Hello everybody, I'm Spiridly, and I know I haven't updated the channel for that much time, but this is a small video. I'm not going to do it really big because there's other people that have done better videos than mine showing already that stuff. I've also been on a live stream with Yonti some hours ago. Lovely live stream with the lady also himself, and a little bit of adfo at the end, and seeing some of the stuff of the new update. But yeah, apart from showing some of the stuff of the update, I also wanted to show what I'm working on lately. I have shown on Twitter some screens and stuff, but I've never saw like shown a video about it. I did some live streams at the beginning of the build, but yeah, there's a ton of exciting stuff, and of course this pack, being a studios pack, is going to help a lot. The new how I progress on the new remake I'm making of one of my first videos on the channel. And of course the new update is really great. I have a few problems with it. They're not really big problems. Most of them are just small details. Something with the Tower of Terror ride I'm going to show also. But apart from that, I think it's a really good update for people that want to give realism in their parks or want to make backstage areas. There's a really big amount of small objects and stuff like that it's completely amazing. Nearly everything is recoverable. Then we have a free update also with hotels, and also with glass, something that I absolutely love. The glass is recoverable, you will see. But yeah, let's see a little bit. So we have two new rides, and I've been testing them like all this afternoon, seeing what they can do and everything like that. And as you can see, I've also put a lot of scenery. And yeah, one of the flat ride that comes in this pack is Tower of Terror. I would have preferred it if it was just a track ride where you can build the height of the shafts and all that, but they decided to do a flat ride. I suppose that it was too difficult to make with the systems they have in the game to make a track ride with the idea of Tower Terror. As a flat ride, it's really good. It's really ambitious. I think it's one of the best flat rides Frontier has done. Also, no theming at all, so you can theme it whatever you want it. But yeah, it has a little bit of problems. You can't. My biggest problem is that if you wanted to make a recreation of Tower of Terror, Orlando version, California version, Tokyo version, Paris version, whatever, it's impossible. This ride works a little bit with sequencers, but the thing is you can only use a sequence, because if you use more, you can add more. But if you use more, the only thing it cycles, so it's like two different whole cycles. It's really strange. So you can't make the sequence like I thought at the beginning. How they describe the sequence is that you could stop it in different different floors, but no. There's a scenic sequence. The standard is the Orlando version, but a little bit different. It tries to emulate the Orlando version. Reverse is Orlando version, but reversed, of course. So instead of going through the small shaft and then going through the fifth dimension corridor and then the drop sequence, what it does is first it starts the drop sequence. After the drop sequence, it goes up and does the fifth dimension and then comes slowly through the other shaft. The scenic one is interesting because it does something similar to the Orlando version at the beginning, that it's stopping the middle before going to the fifth dimension to show the corridor of the where the hotel guests fall. And then there's the toll tower. Toll tower is basically California. Instead of using the second shaft, it goes directly to the drop tower section. It stops a little bit, it goes to the top of it, and then it falls back down and returns. So yeah, it's a commendable thing they did. Actually, like, I'm not angry or anything like that. It's pretty amazing the way they did it, but I would have preferred a track ride. That's the thing. Then we also have the panic. Well, this is the one they made, and but it's the for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, with the arm and everything like that. So as you can see, if I unpause the game, but and actually it's better if I do a nighttime. So now that we are in what I can say is that it's pretty amazing. This is one actually acts exactly like Forbidden Journey, so it's pretty well done, I think. Um and also something amazing is that there's some spheric scenes, screens, and you can use different videos made by you, but they also have used like made videos made by Rudy, made by Theme, by Pixel West, by Game for Tom, uh, members of the Blanco community that knew about this pack, it seems, but and they were hiding. But yeah, look, I think this is one is from Rudy, and there are different themes, and it's pretty amazing. I have to say. Also, it works better in close with less light and all that. But wow, it really looks like the ones in at Universal, and you can loop the ride and everything, and you are seeing now a lot of the animatronics, the car animatronics, the police animatronics that are now in the new version, because we have 127 animatronics, the half females, half males, something that it's amazing. You can change the color of the skin now, and that's absolutely great, I think. So let me put the light again and show you more stuff, like some of the animatronics here, like the shark ones. There's small versions and bigger versions. There's a lot of things. There's bands going the other, like turning the other way in an accident, or look at the car here with a fire that I think it's too long, but okay. There's a bunch of things, and also, for example, something that I actually discovered just a few minutes ago. I thought they were all recover, but you see these new generic doors, and they're amazing because they actually open in different ways, something that we have been asking forever. But they also work like you can put billboards, and that's amazing. I did one. This one was from one of the Silver Lake mini games I made about Rudy, uh, and I don't know. It's amazing. Of course, they look a little bit better at night. You'll see. But just imagine just making like a scene in the like something opening with lights or something. That's absolutely great. That's really great surprise. Um, More of the stuff like look at this at the wheels, the different boxes. One of the trucks because the tram tour is the other right. I'm not going to show the wall. I can show a little bit. Maybe there's a version of the tram tour we can use. No, no ring racers. The Witcher's Hunt. No, they made a tram tour. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to show it, but it's a tour bus from Universal. You can put there's a guide inside, something that is freaking amazing, and a driver. And I think if you actually add more cars, uh, da, 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 yeah, if you add more, oh, okay. So, what number of trains? Uh, this is these are attached, or they are different trains. I think that if they are attached, the second car doesn't have a driver nor a guide, and that's pretty amazing. So yeah, if you want to do transport buses from your hotels or a universal ride, again, amazing thing to have. Uh, so let's go a little bit more, as I didn't want to make this video too long and I wanted to show some of the stuff I'm making. So okay, something that I really don't like is the size of the animatronics. They are a little bit bigger, you will see now. Here, she's huge. Look at the archer, at the Robin Hood one. He's the guest size. This is too. I wanted to use them in paths like being park stuff in stores that I create of things, but they're too big. They're too big. I would love to have a second version of them. smaller. I understand why they did it. They say that for dark rides, bigger is better, so they are not. So there, you can view it better from the right. But I think if you wanted to use them in any other way, they look a little bit silly. And yeah, a lot of lights, a lot of small stuff. All this is recoverable except the card boxes, actually. A lot of stairs, a lot of backstage stuff. And of course, maybe if you remember, I in the first live stream I showed of remaking the Superman coaster I'm doing right now. That's the project I'm making right now. Uh, I made a chain link left. I was never happy because of this, and of course it's the chain is super big, super wide. But oh man, they actually added a chain link fence in the game, and it looks amazing, and just the same size as the one I was. So, oh my god, thanks Frontier, thanks for this. It's amazing. There's a ton of stuff I'm going to change my old coaster because it's all studios and backstage lot things, and that's what basically Superman, the DC park, Park Warner is. So let me show some of the stuff I've been making. So this was during the live streams I made at the beginning, the station, a little bit of detail still waiting to be done, but basically done. Also, this is the new part. So all the queue area of Superman is made. Uh, so exiting, like I have the printing room. It's basically the same as the real one. Same size. I've tried to get the sizes as exactly as possible, like completely the like watching Google Maps and all that, and measurements and photos. I had a friend that went to the park and made me videos of the whole queue and exit, so I could get them as exactly as it could. Like for example, the air conditioners. I was like hours and hours watching the videos, seeing how perfectly they were to make them as right as it could. Also, this is the office area. Also, again, ton of stuff watching the videos to get it as right as possible. All the gems I used, these are going to go out and are going to change, be changed for glass. And I've tried it. I've tested a little bit before. I'm going to show it you at the end, and they work really well, much better than the gems. So that's good. For example, these parts are going to get a little bit better, I think. Lots of billboards, as you can see, have been used to show the newspapers and the posters, all photos from my friend. That was amazing, helping me. I did even the fire extinguisher from every detail I could. I added. That's the thing. And the lobby. The lobby is pretty nice because I made a huge sculpt of Superman, the smallest I could. It's a little bit smaller in real life, but it's not touching the ceiling in real life. But this is the best I could do to make it as nice as I could. And I think it looks amazing. I don't know. I don't like. It's not like I'm throwing like compliments to myself or anything. I don't know. I actually wasted a lot of time. This has been really hard work to get it as exactly right as possible. And the last thing, well, also you can see that the difference between this is the glass in the game right now, and it's beautiful, and this is the gems that look a little bit wonky when you do things like this, like move the camera, but as you can see, it works absolutely beautiful with the new glass work we have in the game. Okay, I don't remember of this. I was like a whole week working on this. It was made. I showed it in Twitter. People loved it. I'm glad because I wasted so much time. This is hours and hours and hours work. All these are Christmas bubbles, the ring part to make the drawing. Oh my god, it was exhausting. I hated the game, but it's finished. Thank God for that. It's exactly as I wanted, and yeah, thank God. Something I've been working these last few days, seeing the Superman logo at the outside, that it's metal in the real one with the the water fountains, Coca-Cola sign, a small Coca-Cola sign done with cones, arched cones, and the shop. This is the last thing I'm working on. So the shop at the end of the ride. Here goes the photo booths where you can buy the photos of the ride, and this is the corridor that has a ton of comics of Superman. So yeah, this is the station, and yeah, that's it for the update. To show the update to all of you, show it a little bit also of what I was working in, so you can all see that I was not idling my thumbs or anything like that. I've been hard at work. I haven't recorded this because it has been pretty slow, but I recorded me making the sculpt of Superman, and I'm probably going to add that soon to the channel. So that's a video you can see upcoming. And that's it. Thank you for watching, of course, and I hope I can see you in the next videos. Goodbye.